1 year ago, veteran Palestinian American journalist Shireen Abu Akleh was wearing a bulletproof vest marked press and a helmet when she was shot in the head while covering an Israeli raid on the Jenin refugee camp. On Thursday, in an interview with CNN, Israel Defense Force chief spokesman Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari said, "I think it's an opportunity for me to say here that we are very sorry for the death of Shireen Abu Akleh." Hagari said Israel is a democracy that wants journalists to feel safe, even if they criticize the government. Several memorial services were held to mark the anniversary of her death, including one in Jerusalem and one in Ramallah. At the National Press Club in Washington, lawmakers, colleagues, and loved ones also gathered on Thursday to remember Abu Akleh. Senator Chris Van Hollen called on the White House to press Israel for accountability in her death.
Shireen Abu Akleh was also an American citizen. And as President Biden recently made clear at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, we have a duty to protect American citizens around the world. That's why we must not rest until we get all the facts about the killing of Ms. Akleh. We must get the whole truth, and we must insist on accountability.
Abu Akleh's niece spoke about the family's loss.
Ever since then, our entire lives have changed forever. That one bullet that killed her has left an entire hole in our lives. It changed our lives forever. And ever since then, we still haven't seen justice served.
The Committee to Protect Journalists said Israel's lack of action in response to Abu Akleh's killing is part of a pattern.
As we mark the first anniversary since the killing of Palestinian American journalist Shireen Abu Akleh, CPJ revisited 20 cases of journalists killed by the Israeli Defense Forces and found a pattern of Israeli response that appears designed to evade responsibility.
The United States has called on Israel to change the rules of engagement in combat to reduce the risk to reporters and other civilians. Israel has not changed them. The executive director of the National Press Club was asked if this call for a change to the rules of engagement is enough.
It's not enough. It's not enough. But for there to be nothing, which is where we are now, that is unacceptable. There must be steps. People working in the field, Americans, Palestinians, even Israeli press, people in the field are in danger unless the rules of engagement are changed.
The State Department said Thursday it continues to discuss the rules of engagement with Israel and other partners. The anniversary comes amid renewed violence in the region. This week, Palestinians fired hundreds of strikes at Israel after threats of retaliation by the Palestinian Islamic Jihad for an Israeli operation in Gaza that killed at least 20 Palestinians, including children. The Israeli army said it had targeted 3 leaders of Islamic Jihad, which it considers a terrorist group, as well as its weapon manufacturing sites. Cindy Sain, VOA News.